Hey everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. It is carnival time for sure, and it is time to do it Hercules style. So the big crew of Hercules will ride this week, 37th annual. Of course, we missed last year, so we know they're ready to go. And Damien Robinson's the king of Hercules. SP LaRussa is the parade captain. So guys, thanks for being here. Y'all ready to roll, right? It's
ready.
Time.
Ready to roll. There's only one way we roll, is Hercules style. Years ago, when this club was started, a friend of mine, I was in Homeless, the past king of Homeless, and this gentleman, Larry Pertwee, calls me at 1:30. He was at one of the local establishments, and he called
Probably
me at
LaRussa's.
1:30. No, he was at the Fiesta, okay? And he called me and said, "Come on down, we're gonna start a new carnival club." I look around, my wife was on the side of me. You say, "I'm gonna go down there at 1:30 in the morning?" I said,
this
"Larry,"
ain't a good idea.
I said, "Go on, Larry. Get all your friends." And every day he would call me. He had 50, he had 100, he had 200. Man, we had a big meeting at Moose's Office Supply on Lafayette Street. And here's where the story went. 18 people showed up. That was it. And I made each one a board member and told them to go get 20 riders. And at that time, I was real strong with school board. I would get all the politicians to ride on my float. And that's how we started. Hercules started like that. It was a
Wow.
bunch of business people got together and made it happen, and we're the biggest. There's
Yeah.
only two other clubs bigger than us, and that's Bacchus and Damien in New Orleans.
Right.
And I'll tell you a little bit about what they do for us.
Yeah. Well, tell me.
Well, we are the only club in the United States that can call the Kearns. I'm real tight with we got to
Right,
be real tight with
sure.
the Kearns family, and I'm real tight with the late Blaine Kearns. And whatever the theme is of Bacchus or Endymion, I just make a phone call, and that's what Hercules has the next year.
Nice.
And when I saw the Bacchus Wild
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 West,
West,
right.
and I saw the props and the painting, I called and told Kearns, "Hey, this is what Hercules wants." And so Kearns sent all the props down. He sends all the people down to paint our floats over again. And that's why, Wild Wild West. And we're going to roll. I'm telling you, I got almost 800 riders, and I mean, they still coming. I mean,
That's unbelievable. That's awesome. No, you can tell it's pent up. I'm going to show this. All right, so you can see the Wild Wild West. Hercules is sitting there on top of an alligator. There's some crawfish and those things around. Let me get the light. But I tell you, this is awesome to look at, and what an asset to the community you guys have been. That nighttime parade makes a big difference of what y'all doing. So, Damien, tell me about being king of Hercules, right? So, I mean, and now you get to do it for 2 years. But SP's already talked about your tail feathers that you had at the ball. He said is the best costume he's ever seen. But what's it like as a Hercules king and to reign that night?
Well, I mean, it's overwhelming, for me to follow in my uncle's footsteps, because he was one of the past kings. Actually, I'm 20 years to the day right behind him.
Oh, wow.
So he was a good part of my life for being, wanting to be king. I just so happened to come out one day and told my float lieutenant that I wanted to one day be king. And he was like, well, you could be it next year. I was like, yeah, right, okay, whatever. So the next thing you know, he gives me a call and he said, we got to go to board meeting, and I want you to be there. So I went to the board meeting, and next thing you know, I was the king.
Nice.
They all voted me in, so I was ecstatic behind that. So.
No, that's great, and it's a great commitment from you. I know it's time, it's energy, it's sometimes money, but
Right.
it's a good commitment and a great club. So y'all going to do a lot of stuff, and like I say, the ball was awesome, right?
Right.
SB said you had a great costume. I asked you if Nelly had anything to do with it. You had these big tail feathers. You said no, you didn't come out to Nelly.
I didn't come out to Nelly. I listened to a lot of Zydeco. So there's this one Zydeco song that has the Mardi Gras theme in it. So
Right.
that's what I came out in. And to dance to the Zydeco music while I'm, walking around, everybody, they told me that they didn't expect that to come out of me. And said I was too quiet. I said, okay, I'm going to show you.
Yeah, he was bouncing, man. I'm telling you, those feathers were bouncing. The costume was gorgeous. The tableau was unreal, one of our best ones that we've had. The people were packed. The viewers were in the stadium watching the whole show. And after I come out and present the board members, I sit in the stand and I watch it. And I just couldn't get over watching his feathers fly like a dove. And I said, and I turned around, I said, man, I got to talk to Michael. He's the parade captain.
Yeah.
I got to say, man, he better do something with those feathers. Those feathers he got, they look like a died, like a big bird that just fell down, you know?
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's big. And you said your uncle had his encased and it's in his
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
You don't know if you could bring yours in your house.
I can't even get mine in my house.
You might have to add on.
And his uncle, Robert Lawrence,
Yeah.
okay?
Right.
Well known in
Oh,
town.
absolutely.
In fact, I think I go so far back with him, I taught him in school. You know, way years ago when I was an educator.
Oh, man, that's so awesome. So I think you answered my question. And, Damien, let me ask you, without the year last year, do you feel everybody's ready to roll this year?
Definitely. I feel everybody is past time, you know, for us to get out and ride again. Do it Hercules style.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So, and I know it starts early for you guys, and we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back. You got a full day planned that day. That's on a Friday. That's this Friday. So we go by some schools. We do a couple of things. So we'll talk about that, guys. Thanks for being here, and I can't wait. And I know everybody's so fired up. We talked about this parade. Besides having so many people, being a nighttime parade, the colors, the floats, it's such an awesome asset to our community. You guys don't just start at 6 o'clock, right? The parade, I mean, you've already had the ball, but the parade starts early, and you guys do a lot of things before you get to the parade.
Yeah, you know, when we created this club for the people of Terrebonne Parish. And we really got really strong with the council on aging, and we used to always have several parties with them. Thanksgiving, Christmas party, and this storm really interrupted
Right.
all
And
that,
COVID,
okay?
right, yeah.
Having people together. And so we just ready to roll. Our day is going to be exciting. Our Grand Marshal is the Lieutenant Governor, Billy Nungesser. He's excited.
So he'll be an alligator float.
Yeah, he's going to be on the Grand Marshal float that came out of the World's Fair.
Right.
I was fortunate to get this from Mr. Blaine Kearns. There's only 3 in the world. Hercules has one, Bacchus has one, and the Kearns family has one.
Nice.
And I made a float out of it, and that's what the Grand Marshal myself will be riding on. And he's all excited. He'll be in Thursday afternoon. His agenda is real, got it down pat. We take off about 5 o'clock, and we bring him to the Hercules Den. Now, we've been loading beads for 3 weeks now.
I know how y'all roll.
We've been loading beads. Look, let me share it. Hercules throws beads.
Yeah,
we
you're
throw
right.
trinkets. We're the throwing club in the community.
Yeah.
That's why when they told me I start a club, I either wanted to be Carnival Day last or first. They wouldn't give me Carnival Day, so I said we're going to be first. We'll set it off. But we're going to go to the den, and he's going to see our operation that we're sitting over there with 30,000 square foot of building. We're sitting over there with 45 super floats, and he's going to meet some of the people that's there. And after that, we're going to take him to supper at a place right down the road over here. They call it the Distillery.
Oh, distillery, yeah, sure.
Yes, we're going to take him there,
Terrebonne Distillery.
and some of the float captains that are not partying, they're going to come there. So the float captains and honored guests are going to be there, and I hope the king is with us also.
better be there.
And after that, I take him in. I say, okay, Governor, Lieutenant Governor,
Get some rest.
rest because we're going to play hardball tomorrow. And I'll go over there at 7:30 in the morning with a police escort. I'll go to the Marriott. That's where we'll be. He's got, he must have an officer, a deputy with him, and he's got 2 employees with him and his wife. We'll go there, and we'll turn around and have a little breakfast there, and then we take off. We come to HTV and do Martin Faust one-on-one at 9 o'clock. And then at 9 o'clock, after we finish that, All the crews are in their buses and all at the Civic Center, and they're going to be waiting for us. And when we get over there, we're going to have a caravan going all the way through Homer, going to the air base to share Mardi Gras with the Talk kids.
Right.
They look forward to this. I mean, the Talk kids
Sure.
look forward.
Awesome.
We make a special king and queen.
Yeah, they have their own little
Yes,
court. Right.
we have their own in the club. Okay, we bring them in our parade. They'll be in the parade on horse and buggy
Nice.
in the front of the parade. But the thing is, we'll go over there, and then we go into the other school on the air base.
So,
Then when we finish that with the special kids, we're going to go to Southdown School. The superintendent, the parish president, and the superintendent of schools will be waiting for us, and we're going to have a big party for about an hour with the kids at Southdown School, throw beads, and then we're going to give the key to the city. Gaudy Dove's going to give the key to the city to the Grand Marshal, Lieutenant Governor Nungesser. And we're going to have that all in that, probably the auditorium part there. And then I'll take him out to eat lunch, and then I'm going to let him go retire, let him rest a little while, because the fun only starts when the parade starts.
Right.
And we start in the parade at 6 o'clock. When I say start, the alligator float's going to be on Park at 6 o'clock.
Perfect.
And then, now let me share this with you. This parade's going to be awesome, but there's one show we're going to put on that never has been done in any parade in Terrebonne Parish. Nungesser is bringing his special tourism float down. It's coming in.
Nice. Yeah,
it's
the one that
coming
was
in
New
Thursday.
York.
It's coming in the Homer Thursday. They've already lined veterans to ride this. They did this themselves. As we come in and when they stop to do the toasting of the king, I'm going to move the alligator float and the Louisiana tourism float up to HTV. We're going to have 2 sets of spotlight. We're going to set the whole corner on light. It's going to be like daylight.
Beautiful, yeah.
Martin and them's going to play the American songs. They're going to drop all the flags. Martin's going to get on the alligator and let the lieutenant governor talk. And we'll have the sheriff will be riding with us at that time on that float. And it's going to be awesome. That whole corner is going to be in other words, we're showing the veterans we appreciate
Appreciation to the veterans.
any veteran that is interested in coming to this party. Martin has opened the side door on Barrow Street. Come on in. He's wanting as many. We're looking for as much as 100 people to be on that balcony. We'll have food and drinks available. It's going to be a big party. But that 15-minute presentation while the king is toasting is going to be awesome. I got the station in New Orleans coming down
awesome.
to do the filming of this. So it's going to be a big deal. And then we'll take on and go on down the parade.
God, I can't wait. We're talking Hercules style. Check it out, man. That's the Wild Wild West is happening this week. And, boy, look at the inside. Look at old Damien Robinson there. Damien, you dressing up. You clean up real well, man. So that's the group that's going to be royalty there. And you see the back, too, as everybody gets ready to go. So welcome back. And 37th Annual Tableau and Ball. We talked about Billy Nungesser, all the things that are going to be happening. The veterans are going to be on that float that was at the Macy's parade that they spent so much time with. But Hercules as a membership, you said 800 guys?
Close
now?
to 800.
That's great in a time where everybody's having a tough time finding riders.
Right.
Damien, you ready to roll, man? And so what do you want to accomplish? Do you get on one of them party buses at 6 a.m. and start riding around and doing daiquiris and stuff?
No, this year I won't be able to do it, but I got the pages that's gonna. I wanted all my pages with me and to ride along with me, and so I chose to not ride on the party buses,
Sure.
just to have those kids with me and make sure they had something to eat in the morning and get their lunch, and then we just kind of hang out together before the parade, and I help get them dressed and
I got you.
and get them, get them on
You
the
got
bus.
a lot of responsibilities.
Yeah.
You got to help people get dressed. They
Yeah.
should be helping you get dressed. Hey, we didn't mention it, but you said at Southdown, y'all going to have a second line too, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be a cool thing. Right?
Yes, it'll be give something to, get back to the kids of the school and just try to, let them see what Hercules is really all about, giving back. So
right, because like I said, we all see the party bar, and to me that I get like tingly. It's like when you hear the LSU band when they play before a game.
Right.
You know how you feel when I see those party buses going on the Friday before the Hercules parade, the first parade of the year. I get that same feeling, like RA's here. So, but you guys do so much more than just party and throw beads, right? It's a whole community thing.
Yeah, it's really an honor to be in this group. There's a bunch of really, really good guys that's in this group, and so much love that they gave me while, in the tableau and full 2 years that I had, and it's just, it's amazing that when you walk around, even if I don't have this, the necklace or my shirt on, they still recognize me and come up to me and say, "Hey, King," and
you're right.
it's heartwarming.
Pick up a nickname
Yeah.
at 51. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, SP, so you probably got some other stuff you want to talk about. Let me ask you, we all worried about this storm. We all came through. How, infrastructure-wise, how did everything make out with all your floats and everything?
Well, we had no damage with our floats, but we did have some damage with the building, especially where the meeting room was up in the front. And we settled this with the insurance company. We had some little floats, about 6 of them on the air base because we hadn't much room, and they all got destroyed, and they settled with us. So we're in good shape.
Everything back and rolling?
Yeah, we're in good shape. Everything, the floats wasn't touched at all, and hey, we're going to have one heck of a party. There's only one way we do it, Hercules style.
That's so awesome too. It really is. And I talk about, being an asset to the community, but all of these guys, man, you got 800 guys, all the beads. You talk about, I think y'all throw the beads. Some of those collect them and throw them the rest of the time.
Yeah.
But it's such a good thing, and we talked about coming back from 2 years of COVID restrictions, 1 year of not being able to ride, and now after a storm, I just feel this is going to be a big moment.
It's going to be the biggest moment that I've seen, and I've been around Mardi Gras a long time. I mean, I'm 80 years old, and I started this thing at 18, and I was with homeless and Terranians, but the key to it is that Mardi Gras is a big business.
Right.
Big business
Community,
in town.
Right.
I mean, this
Giving
ain't
back
just
to
a
the community,
ride.
right.
People buying all day long, food, drinks. They buying clothes. So it's a big deal for the community.
Right.
It helps the community. And Gaudy Dove, as the parish president, does everything possible to help every club that rides in Terrebonne Parish. And we're big.
Sure.
We got a lot of great clubs in this parish. I mean, we ain't got 2 or 3. Must be 7 or 8 of them out there. And it's just a matter that, as a young boy, where the parades used to start in East Homer, I can remember when I was 5 years old, 6 years old, 8 years old, the parade started in front of my house, and I used to say, one day I'm going to ride on that float. Mm-hmm. And Dr. O'Neill Angeron was a neighbor of mine, and he was about the same age, and we'd run their floats down and they'd catch beads.
Oh, yeah, run with it.
And when the floats would stop at the Civic Center, at the Municipal Auditorium, we'd jump on the floats and ride them back to East Homer, and we'd throw beads off. So you think I ain't been training a long time?
No, it is a cultural thing, but it is an economic engine that really fuels a lot.
Biggest engine economic-wise in Terrebonne Parish.
What about beads? Did everybody buy beads last year?
I don't think they had time to buy beads at that time.
Right.
Some people maybe, but they might have put layaways and all. But last year was a disaster, but now we're going to change it. And we just want to bring the community back together.
Yeah. No, a big weekend. So, y'all kick it off. Aquarius comes the next day. Titan and Hyacinthians are the next day. So this is the first big week of Carnival. And hopefully we have good weather. It might be a little chilly. You won't feel a thing,
no.
Brian.
Not at all.
So, I told him that he can have all the fun he wants, but as a past king of Homeless, the ride is all where it's at.
It's all where it's at.
When you see these thousands and thousands of people that's looking at you in your costume
Right.
and you up there dancing, because he better be dancing.
Oh, he gonna be dancing.
If he
He be
don't,
shaking those
if
tail
he
feathers.
don't shake those feathers, I'm gonna have to get off the alligator float and get in the costume for him. Okay.
All right, guys. Well, thank you. We'll see y'all Hercules style on Friday. That'll do it for Bayou Time. See you next time.